I had the day off yesterday. Was able to just kind of relax and get my mind off football for a little bit and just kind of enjoy the day off.
And the rest of the country kind of spent the day talking about your performance and adding to the Heisman. Are you hearing any of this Heisman talk and hype yet?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Your head looks huge.
My head?
Yeah.
My mom would quickly deflate that.
Yeah.
Marcus, do you watch much of the replays after a game like that? Do you go and watch ESPN and see what people are saying and you pay attention?
Not really. For me, it's just we have, the film stuff that we have, and that's what I usually watch. Just because there's always something you can learn from. But I mean, I don't really watch the TV replays.
Do you still like watching SportsCenter?
Every now and then, yeah. But I mean, I've been pretty busy with school now that I actually haven't been watching too much of it.
Are you unaware of the growing conversation?
I wouldn't say I'm unaware, but I do my best not to pay attention.
How do you do that? What do you avoid? What do you pay attention to?
Just like don't watch TV replays, or just focus on just coming in, the facility and just working out, doing my best that I can, and just getting better every day.
Okay, so explain what you would improve on that game after watching the tape.
I made a couple, reads in the zone read where I probably should have gave it, and then there's a couple times where I could have pulled it. And then there's different stuff in the passing game. I had a couple bad throws, but I mean, there's always something you can improve on, and that's what I love about the game. You can always get better.
Can you get into more detail of what the receivers are doing to give you more options?
I mean, they're getting wide. I mean, they're getting open, and it's awesome to see because they work really hard in practice, on their routes and finding ways to get open. And as long as I can find them, I trust them. They're going to catch the ball.
Do you feel like you're the best player when you take the field?
I don't know. That's hard to say. I tried again. I don't really think about those kind of things. I just tend to just focus on my assignments and make sure I can execute them.
It's cool to see them. I mean, it's not just you, but Oregon's getting a lot of hype. I mean, it seems like when you turn it on now in college football, you'll see your teammates and you realize kind of the growing buzz that's going around the country for Oregon football that you're a big part of.
I mean, a little bit, but for the most part, it's because it's a team culture here, and people are starting to recognize that, and it's pretty cool to see because that's the culture that we've built. That's the culture that's been successful, and we're going to continue that.
With Stanford going down, does that just reinforce the everyday, any given Saturday, or you guys kind of look at that and say, hey, now we've got a big opening?
We just try to focus on one day at a time. This conference is deep. You can get beat any week, and that's why we just got to focus on taking it one day at a time and getting better.
Marcus, talk about Byron a little bit too. Without D'Anthony on Saturday, it looked like he really stepped up his game, and he's really doing a good job of holding on to the ball. Where I think early on he was holding it pretty loose, but he played tough on Saturday.
Yeah, definitely, and even including Thomas. They both have really stepped up. They've been excellent for us, and Byron's done an awesome job in pass protection as well, and that's something that a lot of people don't really see, and he's done a great job of just understanding blocking schemes and understanding all that kind of stuff, and my hat's off to him because he's really just trying to focus on that kind of stuff, and he's done a lot. He's done a lot for us.
You played 4 full quarters. Do you feel any different through the weekend and with your body?
I'm good. It feels good to play all 4 quarters. It's fun. You get to play there a little longer. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's no different. We just try to take it, one play at a time, and however long that takes us in the game to be successful, then I'm willing to do it.
Did you have any questions before about your fitness or your mental toughness through 4 full quarters?
Not at all. I kind of have a high standard for myself, so I knew that going in that no matter what game it is, really, I have to be mentally tough and just focused on being the guy that guys can look to.
What's your impressions of Washington State?
They're aggressive, just kind of like last week. They got some guys out there that can really make some plays. But at the same time, again, if we just can focus on our stuff, make sure we do our assignments, we should be okay.